So I got attacked by a little dog out on the trail the other day. I was fine, but I absolutely lost my shit on the owner. And then I came here to social media to ask you what you would have done in my case because I was embarrassed. I felt like I need to have a little more control than that. And I mainly got three responses. I really loved the last response. I'll save that to the end. And then I laughed at two of the responses. So let me share those. First response was this guy that was in a similar situation. I guess the dog attacked him. He felt really threatened by it, so he stepped up and punted that dog. I guess he really kicked it pretty hard. Nobody was there right up until he kicked that dog. And just as he kicked it, the owner walks around the corner. It's like, hey, the hell are you doing? And so then they get into it, and they get into it pretty hard, according to this guy. So much so that it scares everybody in the campground. It scares this guy's kids. It scares his grandkids. And then his wife shut the whole thing down because she's like, now you've ruined the whole day. And so he was lamenting that it had happened to him. And that was a funny story, which is how that goes. And that's why I'm trying to avoid it. The second comment I got was this boomer. He wrote, I'm a boomer. And he said, if you would have yelled at me like that, I would have punched you in the face. And I got to tell you, I'm trying really hard to be peaceful these days. And I know my limits, but boomer guy, let me tell you something. If your dog attacks me and then you attack me, I'm going to help you to the ground. I'll probably feel bad about that later. Don't do that. The one I loved was this lady wrote in and she said, listen, we're the elder statesmen now, and we have an obligation to say something. You're not going to be able to just walk away from this and be peaceful. You have to say something. We live in a society, and that society has to stay civil, and it really does fall to us to help make it civil. And so she said, you needed to say something. You needed to state the law. You needed to let this guy know, reprimand him, etc. But you need to do it in a very civil way. And I liked that. So from now on, that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to be super civil. I am going to say something. If you know me, you know I will. But I'm going to try to be cool about it. And then I'm going to try to never do anything that I have to get embarrassed about. So that's follow up to that social media post. Is that what you'd have done? Let me know in comments.